Welcome. Rich rising. Visionaries. What's poppin'? Become a little quieter. Well, the irony of that statement. Not that quiet. Okay, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment because I know. Yes. I do apologize. I forgot to put my mic on. I did, and I don't even know why I recorded that quiet. But I was not about to not post that video because it was just too good. It was just too good, and if you didn't see it, make sure you go check it out, okay? It's in the playlist, the new Oracle deck playlist, which you will also find this video in when we are finished here. So let's get into it. This is the second Oracle deck that we will be cleansing together, and it is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. Sorry, y'all know I'm checking my setup over here. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, which I think I have at least 2 other decks by her. I have a new one by her, and I think I have one. I think isn't the Moonology deck by her? I don't know. I have another deck by her, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, apparently her decks, I guess I'm drawn to her decks, I guess. And then I do want to mention, in the last video, I said that there wasn't going to be any tarot, or I might have said that. That was because I intended on just going through the decks and pulling cards. And since I am now doing the videos one deck at a time, I decided, why not? Why not just, we gonna do it. There's no point in, dragging it out any longer. So, we're going to do a quick little read. We're going to pull what comes out, see what comes from the Oracle deck. And then we're going to go ahead and clarify that with the Classic Tarot and see what's popping. You know what I'm saying? We're just seeing what's popping, that's all. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I am relighting. This is White Sage. I so love these. I love opening new decks. I just love feeling the energy of them as soon as I get them. These I like because they seem a little bit calmer. The first deck that I did, the Lemuria, baby, though that deck was popping off. I couldn't even get it out the box. Okay, these, and I'm not even saying I feel they're less anything. It's just that even just the theme of the cards, it's more structured. I'll put it that way. This energy just seems much more structured, and I appreciate that because it's early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We can be structured. We can do that. So as I mentioned in my first video, I like to cleanse my decks one card at a time, and I go through and just get a quick look at each card. I don't like to look at it too much, but I do like to get a feel of the card. And I feel like this just helps me get to know the deck. As I touch each card, I transfer my energy. It transfers its energy. It's kind of like we're shaking hands, you know. These cards feel really good. They have a really nice, like, slickness to them. But it's not too slick, and they're not too thin either. Which I know, you know, sometimes I don't know if you read cards or if you have a deck, but if you know, you know, okay? Also, I did go ahead and read out the meanings, read through the meanings of the rest of the cards that I pulled from the Lemuria deck. And of course, they were right on time, just as they seemed like they were going to be. So if you want to see, please go ahead and leave that in the comment section in my last video, not this one, or you can leave it in this one, whatever, but I'm just saying it would be more structured if you left it in the last one so that, you know, it corresponds to the deck that we were actually talking about. Also, in my first video, I mentioned that the reason I got all of these decks was because I have plans. I have plans for different types of readings that I want to do here on my channel. So this is just me taking my time, getting to know the energy of the cards, getting to know the energy of the collective, giving you guys a chance to get to know my energy. I am live streaming, so I will be checking over here just to make sure everything is Gucci. That's my son's over here sleeping. Apparently gotta get his something in. You okay? Or Shirley? You okay down there? What you doing? What you doing? Don't knock that over. Yeah. Thank you. Number 27. Okay. These cards seem fun, even though they're like structured, they seem fun. I hope that everybody is living their absolute best lives. In fact, I know that everybody is living their absolute best lives. Because honestly, we don't have another choice. I don't even know if did I finish talking about the reading? Sorry. So I will be doing various types of readings. I'm going to continue to cleanse the rest of my decks. I'm trying to do them in a certain kind of way. I guess just, it seems like the best way I feel to do them in a certain sequential order. Not that you guys have to watch them you don't even have to watch them, but the point is after I do this, it's not just going to be cleansing decks the whole time. I actually have more decks that I'm going to also incorporate. But honestly, I have not been messing with my cards. Like, I haven't been, which is all right. But I am ready to get back into it. Like, I've been feeling called just for months and months and months and months and months and months and months. And then the more I felt called, the more I kind of pulled away, just because I have been just over this, even just this last year, I'll just surmise it to this last year, the shifts in my consciousness have just been so extremely vast that it's almost hard for me to keep up. And I find what it is that I'm trying to share just continually changes. And not even that it changes, it evolves. And again, I feel like, dang, like, how am I supposed to explain this, that, and the third? And then a lot of these things that I'm even have come to the realization of, I can't even fully explain in regular words. So, a lot of this time I've just been trying to figure out how I'm going to do it and what I'm supposed to do and whoop, 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 whoop. And eventually I was just like, you know what? I don't know. Like, I don't know. And so I asked. And actually, on this last full moon that we had, I got a much clearer answer. I got the answer. And I don't even know why I was afraid to say that just now, because maybe it's because it sounded or seemed so finite and absolute coming out, but it kind of is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I asked, well, you know what I didn't ask was how I could share it. I already kind of had an idea, but like I said, it's just not even something that I can explain. So that part I'm still actually just working out, and I feel like that's a part of it. Because when I asked, Source gave me the answer right away, and I'm sure if I asked Moonlight, okay. We're just seeing what comes out. We're shuffling, seeing what comes out. Like I said, this is a little mini random reading that we're doing just to get the energy of the cards, and the cards to get the energy of the collective. And since this is a new channel, obviously I don't have many subscribers just yet, so my channel is going to be growing every day. Oh my gosh. My channel will be growing every day. I'm just going to look at these. Making a choice, dry desert, magic prayer, bone collector, home and movement. When cards come out like this, I feel like that's literally it telling a story. I'm going to put them back in, because also when they come out like that, like, Source knows that if I'm not trying to get them out like that, I can't take them out like that, because there's just too much. But I feel like the purpose of them coming out like that is to get that story, because that story is a part of this bigger story that they're like, you know what I'm saying? The few cards that do come out, just take heed in that other story, because that is going to play into what I decide to take. Sorry, that was kind of brutal. But anyways, what was I even talking about? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, as the channel grows, I've been picking up on I've been picking up on collective energy since I was born, first of all, so whatever. But just that since this collective shift has happened, and actually it just dawned on me, like what this nodal shift that's happening, what is really happening, bro. Literally, if you were born, I believe, between August 1st, 1992 and March, is it 14, 1994, you are in this shift right now. That's why our whole generation right now is feeling the same shift. And if you had a child during that time, please believe you are feeling this nodal shift. So that, and like, I've been studying astrology from before and more in depth this past year, and my north node is in Sagittarius, so you already know I've been on this. I'm a Sag sun as well, so I've been on this. And it didn't even occur to me, because like, even putting the pieces together, oh, the nodal shifts, it's an 18-month cycle. And it didn't occur to me, like, the 18-month cycle, like everyone born within those 18 months, we're all in it. We're all in this together. You know what the fuck is going on. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Okay, so if you don't know, now you know. For real though, like shit. The two cards that came out before, by the way, were cleaning house and healing the ouch. Like, damn. And I feel like that's giving you the what and the how. Shit. The cause and the effect. Wow, I love that. Clean the house, heal the ouch. Shit. Heal the ouch, clean the house. We had Ghostland. Oh, okay. Talisman, Flying, Dragon's Lair, Magic Stream, and Ghostlands. And as we get through, as I do more readings with these decks, we'll be able to understand the energy of each of the cards a lot better. I'm going to pull a few more. Oh my gosh. We had Sacred Pool and Magic Prayer. I'm going to take the deck again. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more too. Coming apart in education. Love that. I think that I am going to take one more and then one for the overall energy of the spread. Oh my god. Okay, that was 3. I was just going to say, should I take these? Because, like, it's not even that they're flying out. Like, my hands are just not even... First of all, I'm not used to shuffling these. They're a different texture, but they're not even trying to... I was saying that this deck is structured, but it's funny because my hands aren't even trying to hold the deck tightly. So, I was just wondering if I should take these to fulfill the spread, because I thought it was 2, but it's actually 3. So that gives me details, 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 making a choice and coming to life. Can I have one more and finish off the spread, please? Also, I did say my prayer beforehand. I don't know how I feel about... Alright, Source. I was going to say, I don't know how I feel about saying my prayer, like when I get on camera versus as opposed to doing it beforehand. Education. So I feel like Source wants me to say it. $9.55. And then I just need one more. Thank you for the overall energy. Slow and steady. And then the Wizard of Awareness. So, this right here. I'm going to take a little, it's a little little, y'all. It's a little little. Oh boy. You can tell it's early. So, what I'm going to do, oh, we're only at 21 minutes. Only 21 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read this top part, slow and steady. And I'm going to read Moonlight. And we'll go from there. Slow and steady. Number 12, it says upright. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race? This is a time for movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you a greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. So, I find it just so delightful that they chose the word juicier to describe life's elements. But I literally was just texting my younger sister, shout outs to her. You know, I love you. I love you, Jadea. I love all my sisters. I do. Let me say that. I love y'all all. I was just saying that because I was just texting Jadea. Okay? Like, I don't want no problems. Okay? I was just texting Jadea, and, you know, I just felt the need to say it because we were discussing basically just doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? If you have something that you want to do, just start it. Like I was talking about with my channel and how I didn't want to basically be in like a stagnant energy anymore, and so I just was like, I'm just gonna do it, and I'll deal with like the pitfalls as we go along, because for the most part I have my setup good, you know what I'm saying? I know what I want to do, what I'm trying to do. So, and like with the first video, okay, audio, yeah, but you better believe now I made sure I got my mic on, it was tested, you know what I'm saying? So if something goes wrong with the audio at this point, like, that's beyond my control, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm okay with it. I was okay with it being not beyond my control. You get my point. But with the slow and steady card, I feel like I feel urged to express that we don't have to rush to do those things. It's not about rushing to just get out there and get the stuff done. If you are, because like I said, I felt well prepared. And if you've been taking the steps and you've been putting the faith behind the actions that you've been taking, you You should feel confident to be able to move forward, but know that you don't have to rush anything. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. So understand that as well. It's never going to be a question of whether or not somebody is doing what you do, or they stole your idea, or they gonna run with this or run with that, because they're not you. And in order for them to even have had an idea, they had to have gotten it from you, clearly. So that means they can't move till you make a move. So when you do make a move, just make sure you're making the best moves for you, and you're making them for your collective. Don't just sit there making them off in silence with your friends, because those are the people who gonna go off and they gonna be doing your stuff. But they're not doing it like you can do it. They're just doing it. And the honest God truth is, you can't be mad at them for doing it, because you didn't do it. And I'm not saying that to justify anybody's actions, because we all know if you're doing wrong, or if you're, I won't use the word wrong, but if you have ill intentions, you have ill intentions. So we all know that as well. But don't analyze yourself into stagnation, trying to wait until something is perfect. Because if you're going to do that, then you might as well just not even do it, because it's never going to be perfect. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, even if it's the top-notch production, whatever, it's not going to be perfect. Someone's going to be able to point out something. And it might not even have nothing to do with what you put together. So, but at the same time, go by your pace. Slow and steady wins the race. It's not even a race. That's the thing. Don't feel like, you have to rush by anybody's standards, even by the time of the moon, by astrology, or none of that. The very essence of astrology is giving you a timeline to work with, but also letting you know that you control, the planets are within you. They're not just out there, you know what I'm saying? So you can use whatever energy they're giving you to benefit you best whenever. It doesn't have to be no certain time or none of that. So, don't forget that. We're going to do Moonlight, which is number 51, breaks down to 6. It says, and did I do the... Oh, yeah, I did. So Moonlight says, your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical and analytical. Follow it. It says, upright, moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is equally sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Y'all, I'm sleepy, so now is probably going to be the time where, words get slurred a little bit. Sorry. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal, or an object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. And so, see, we were just talking about this. Not like you go by your own your own internal, I want to say clock, but it's not just clock here, your own internal compass. And when you allow yourself to just simply be without any implications, without any obligations, you're able to silence your mind so that your soul can speak to you. And I promise you, just as soon as you ask a question, you will get an answer. And again, it can be in any form of anything. When it resonates with you, you will know. When it feels like a yes, it's a yes. If it feels like a no, it's a no. If it feels like it's a wait, it's a wait. If it feels like it's a go, it's a go. And at the end of the day, ultimately, whatever decision you make, as long as you make it with the understanding that every decision you make results in an effect that results in the greatest good for you and all that are involved in the decision that you made, and you continue that thought process whenever you think about the decision that you made, that will be the outcome of the decision that you made. It doesn't matter what it ends up looking like. So, yes. And I feel that again, that set the tone for the entire reading, because you had, after that, cleaning house and heal the ouch, which those I feel are just the physical manifestations of the moonlight, of listening to your intuition, of doing what you know feels right, feels good, what is best for you. Literally, this is mind, body, and soul. Moonlight, clean house, heal the ouch. Slow and steady at your own pace, at life's pace, but knowing that there truly is no pace, because time is an illusion. And I've been talking to a lot of people, but I had a recent conversation where I was telling a friend, I was just urged to tell them that we don't need to heal in the traditional sense that I believe that we've been conditioned. And I know that's just a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video. But when we're moving through our ego death, dark night of the soul, shadow work, and we're coming through that, there is this notion that we have to heal these inner childhood wounds and the triggers and the this and that. And really, the acknowledgement of those wounds or triggers is enough. I know, you're like, what? Yeah, literally, the acknowledgement that they are there and the acceptance of them is enough to allow you, the next time they come up, to meet them, to first understand that every thought has an opposite thought. So the same way you're thinking, okay, this hurts, once you accept that, now your mind it's not just stuck to that one thought, because when you're trying to constantly get rid of a thought or think something out of your mind, of course, that's going to make it's going to exacerbate it in your mind. It's going to make it just, you think about it 10 times over. So that's not what we're trying to do here. We are accepting that it's there, and it's like, okay, great. And so once you accept that, that makes room for everything else that exists, because you're not just focused on this one aspect. So I'm not going to get too far into that, but I did just want to touch on that part of it, because I feel that if we are in this constant state of healing, then we are going to be in this constant state of healing. You feel me? I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to grab my tarot deck. And I actually think that I want to use my mini... No, I'm not going to use that one. I was going to use my mini Light Seers deck. But no, we're going to keep it traditional here. I'm going to use it right away. And also just because this deck has the most of my energy on it. My mini is more of a travel deck. I don't use it as much, but I really love the imagery, and I just feel like it goes with this imagery. Good old rider. So I'm just going to shuffle and see what comes out. We got the Fool, and then the Queen of Swords peeked out at me. Hermit card did as well. All of that is giving do you, but at your own time, on your own time, and not in second before. You got the Star and the Queen of Pentacles. That's what it brings, the stability to your magic prayer, to your wish. I feel like I want to read Sacred Fool too. I think I might read Sacred Fool. 4 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So we have 6 of Pentacles. Good old 6 of Pentacles. I hope you guys are having the absolute best day. And I know you are because you got options. Let's see. Maybe one more? One more and an overall source, pretty please. Oh, sugar on top. So right away, thank you, source. Oh my gosh, yes. I love it. Ooh, I couldn't even get it out, bro. I couldn't even get it out. This is just, we doing our thing, bruh. Like, oh my God, we're doing our thing after getting through what feeling like the constant need to heal. We have Knight of Swords for the overall, Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And you know what? I wanted to read Wizard of Awareness too. I'm sorry, I just had that thought in my mind. So right away, the energy that I got, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Right off the bat, that is getting back what you've been giving. Getting back what you've been giving, and if you've been giving, receiving in an abundance, receiving in an overflow of abundance, in your cup running over, almost to the point where it doesn't seem real. You're getting confused by your options. Now you're wondering what's the best move to make. And the thing is like the same way you got there is the way you're going to get through it. So take it one thought at a time, one step at a time. And I wanted to mention the 6 of Pentacles too, because I feel like if Okay, so two reasons. So usually I get like a when I first started reading right away, I got like a breadcrumby energy from Six of Pentacles every single time. And I'm gonna go ahead and blame myself for that, because now the energy I get from this card is you get what you give. And it's an energy of reciprocity, which I know it's always been like an energy of reciprocity, equal give and take, but no, it's quite literally like when you're feeling like your money is stagnant, ask yourself, when's the last time you gave money? And not maybe even just gave money, but when's the last time you gave in general? And I said give money because I feel like that's where the discontent usually comes, because then we automatically want to be like, well, it doesn't even have to be money. It can be this, it can be that, it can also be money. It can also be money. Like, it doesn't have to be money also perpetuates a mindset of lack, because when you're saying that, you're saying it because you don't want to give away your money, and that's for whatever reason. And the thing is money flows in and out like a current. That's why it's called currency. So, and that was a lesson taught to me by a very, very wise woman. But yes, and that's with literally anything. So that was the first thing. And then, so the second part of that was, if you are feeling stagnant, but feeling like you're taking the correct steps, and you're going to work and doing everything that you feel like you should be doing, you're doing everything you feel like you should be doing, why do you still have this stuck, stagnant energy? And you have to ask yourself, are you completing the life's purpose part of your work? Because that's a part of it. That's a huge part of it. And it's especially when we feel like we're at this stagnant place in the 3D, after we feel like we've done all we can as far as that goes. Like, I'm going to work every day. Can you chill out, please? I'm going to work every day. I'm going in on time. I'm being kind. My coworkers, my family, I'm trying to put myself out there. I'm not allowing myself to be bogged down by, life stress or fear or this or that, whatever. But I don't know, like, why aren't my manifestations coming? Why don't I feel like what I asked for is here yet? Why is it taking so long still? Yada, yada, yada. You have to ask yourself, are you fulfilling your life's mission? Because it's completely different. I understand, like, we gotta work, we gotta live, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm not even gonna get into the rest of that part, but I get it. But that doesn't mean that you forego the whole rest of what you actually feel fulfills you on a soul level. And I don't even mean to get you to the things that, will provide stability and comfort and, fun times, but on a soul level, are you doing what makes your soul feel good? Are you sharing your life's experiences? That's a big part of it, sharing your life's experiences. I'm not saying you have to make a YouTube or you got to go and be a public speaker or whatever, but literally, are you connecting with those around you and sharing what you've learned along your journey and how you got to where you are right now, how you're, why you're making the decisions that you're making? Not to say that you have to explain yourself to, people or random people or whatever, but do you know why you're doing what you're doing? Do you know why you're getting up every day, going to this job, doing this, to get to these things, to get to that, to get to this? That's a huge part of it. So you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, is that part of me being fulfilled? Because you are a being made of many parts that is all one big part. But living here in this 3D world, if you're just doing 3D things, you can only expect to be able to co-create on a 3D level if you are not in tune with the source frequency, the source power that you have within yourself and your ability to share it with others, then you're not accessing it. And so you can't co-create on a level of such that you're not aware of yet. I mean, you can, but it's usually then it's associated with an accident and you don't know how to do it again. So I implore you, because once I just feel urged, like, to just say, like, once you do that part, boom, like, the rest just comes. The rest just comes because, like, once you're going that far inward and responding to your desires on a cellular level, everything else responds. Because I don't even want to go too far into it because we're already, like, far into the recording, but there are different levels to manifestation, and the more outward, the more inward you go, the more outward you're able to co-create. Like, for instance, you go to your job, you work your hours, like, you go in, drive or whatever, walk, drive, walk, wow, walk, drive, walk, yeah, walk, drive, bike, skate, fly, whatever, however you get there, carpool, bus. You get to work every day, you punch in, or don't punch in, whatever, if you're salaried, whatever. You go to your job every day with the expectation that you are going to earn the wages that are equivalent to the time that you're putting in that day. And because you're doing that, once the pay period ends and payday comes, you expecting your pay. And usually, your pay comes. And that is co-creating on a 3D level. Co-creating from the body. You can co-create from your body. You can co-create from your mind. You can co-create from your soul. The soul is the easiest level to co-create from because it's instant, but it's the hardest level that for people to attain because they feel like it's the hardest level for them to attain. When it's honestly the easiest, and that's why it produces such quick results. That's, again, another video for another time. So when you're manifesting from your body, you get body level results. When you manifest from your mind, you get mind level results. So, I'm sorry, let me back up. When you manifest from your body, you get body level results that are limited to what your body can do. You can only work however many hours your body is going to allow you to work. Once your body is kaput, that's it. If you're sick, you can't go in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that to be any kind of way. I'm just saying, like, to say, that's what I mean by on a body level. On a mind level, You get mind results, which means you're only limited by whatever limits your mind. So with that being said, your mind is the limit, however far, whatever that means for you. And for some people, that means there is no limit. For some people, that means it's hard to manifest because they can't get out of their head. And for some, they're somewhere else in the spectrum. When you manifest from your soul, on a soul conscious source level, you produce source conscious level results. And they are only limited by source, which we know has no limits. So let me just go ahead and leave you with that. And I'm going to read Sacred Pool and Wizard of Awareness and bounce on out. Okay? So, yes, Sacred Pool is number 47. Which breaks down to 11. Which breaks down to 2. It says, Sacred Pool. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. And literally, first time you like, come on, Dad, come on. It says, upright. When you look into the mirror, sorry, scam likely. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? This card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. Reflect by the sacred pool and be at peace with yourself. A detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Y'all, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Except for what they got to say. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Y'all, come on now. Come on now. Don't play with me. Don't play with them. Don't play with us. Don't play with yourself. Don't do it. 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 It says, be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. Soul level has no limits. Soul level has no limits. So, y'all, Source is not playing right now. Like, if y'all don't get this message, bruh, because I know for a fact there's supposed to be a lot more of us. And I'm talking to myself too, because I just got out of this. You know what I'm saying? And I literally just had to do it. You feel me? Not like in a rush way. Put all of this that I culminated in knowing that it doesn't have to be perfect, because I am perfect already. And just knowing that it will, as long as my intentions are what my intentions are, the results will reflect my intentions. And y'all see what the intentions are, what the results, you see what results, what intentions the results are reflecting. You know what? It just means just stop. I'm not even going to be trying to say it because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Y'all know source said it. That's why I don't need to repeat myself or repeat them. They already said it. Like, I don't need to say it again. Wizard of Awareness. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adapt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. Rewind it back. Rewind it back. Rewind it all the way back and just watch the whole thing again. Please. I will. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be. And watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Soul level. So, I will leave you with that. If you liked this reading and you felt it resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe so that you can add your energy to the collective. That's how it will continue to circulate, if you want it to continue to circulate. If you have any questions or comments about the cards that I pulled or any of the things that I said, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. As you can see, I love to talk. But yeah, just move forward in your greatness. I wanted to see if this was another night underneath the deck. And then look at the bottom. It's the Five of Pentacles. Like, we don't know her. We don't know her. Like, she's nowhere near coming out. Nowhere near it, bruh. And then a Tower to the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Because I know this shit blew your mind. That's why. If it didn't, it should have. It blew mine. And I already knew the shit. I mean, we all already know the shit. Like, that's what's crazy. But anyways, thank you so very much for joining me, joining us, joining the collective. Don't forget to do your part. Don't forget to do your work. I know it's just a lot more of us that's supposed to be out here right now, circulating our thoughts and our ideas and our experiences. So don't be afraid to, like, literally, I'm sitting here talking to nobody right now. I won't say nobody. That's not nice. But I'm live streaming and there are no viewers in the live stream right now. But it does not matter because I'm going to upload this video so that whomever needs to see it can see it. And that's it. Like, that's it. That's all there is to it. That's my part. Like, I don't care about nothing else in between. So, I love you. I manifest the best day for you because I know you're doing the same for yourself and those around you. Continue to be a visionary. Peace.